here's some of the things I learned in 2024 that I am taking with me into 2025 that I think are valuable enough to share. And you can take or leave what you want. The first thing is gonna sound really dumb, but sleep is actually really important. Like, yeah, everybody says sleep is important, but like, especially as an actor in New York City, and if you're working more than one job, which most of us are, it's really easy to like stack things back to back to back and then like not leave enough time for 8 hours of sleep every night. It is so important for keeping energy levels, stress levels at bay, for like keeping acne away. You know, if you don't have like chronic acne, if like, you know, if it's like from stress or whatnot, it's literally like so important. So get your 8 hours of sleep every night. The other thing, post audition treats are an actual must. For me, it's a chocolate chip cookie. I love chocolate chip cookies so much. So after every audition, whether I think I did bad, I think I did good, I think I did mid, whatever it is, I will go get myself a chocolate chip cookie. For you, that might be going on a shopping spree at Target. Whatever it is, have your audition treat at the end of every single audition. It'll give you something to look forward to, even if you think you didn't do so great. Choosing on like the audition thought, choosing to go to auditions with like the mindset of sharing your art and sharing your passion for the craft as opposed to impressing, you know, a creative team is so it's so like, it takes the pressure off of having to do good, and it takes the stress off of the voice, you know, sounding perfect. You're just going in there and you're sharing what you love to do, and if you fit in their vision, great. If you don't fit in their vision, great. There's no you don't need to impress anybody. A big thing I learned when there's free time in your schedule, sometimes the best thing to do is not schedule anything at all. I was very guilty of, if I had like a free 2-hour block, I would be like, okay, I want to get coffee with this person, or okay, I need to like edit this video, or I need to like do something to fill the time. And very often it like led to me not getting enough time for myself and not getting enough time to rest my mind, not just my physical body, but like my mind was consistently going because I had to be somewhere at all times. And so sometimes the best thing to do is just keep it open, because if it's open, then you can like actually take a nap. And if you're not a nap person, then you can go get some food, or you can like take a walk. You just have that time for yourself. Not everything needs to be documented. And as a content creator, that is hard, because I feel like, me personally, I go through life and it's a lot of times I'm thinking about, oh, how can I make this into an eye-catching reel for somebody, or how can I make this into a day in the life, or how can I make this appealing to an audience? And sometimes a lot of the times it's more fulfilling to just kind of live in the moment, as opposed to like looking at it from like a perspective of, oh, I need to like make this into content. There will always be things to make for content. Like, your life is gonna continue on, and you're gonna have events, and you're gonna do things, and there's always gonna be something to film. But I think it's super important to like learn how to balance when to create content and when to just live your life. Movement is super helpful. What I mean by that is, like, when it comes to exercising and stuff, you don't need to run. You don't need to weightlift every single day. You don't need to hit a certain, like, you don't need to do super strenuous activities all of the time to get your movement in. You can just walk like 20 minutes somewhere, or you can like pace around your living room or something. Like, just move your body, whatever that means for you. For some people it's like swimming, or for some people it's just like shaking your body around, doing like a little dance for a 3-minute song around your room. Some sort of movement just to keep the muscles moving and the body, you know, awake. That is like the biggest thing I learned. For me, it was walking. I love walking everywhere. I walk all of the time. And that's, you know, I will do other things, but like that is my main thing. And it one, for physical health, but also like your mental health, just move. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself on like trying to go to the gym 5 to 6 days out of the week. Like, just move your body in whatever way, shape, or form that means to you. Social media, going back to social media, it's a highlight reel. It shows like 2% of someone's actual life. Some people try to be a little bit more authentic than others, but at the end of the day, like, they're picking and choosing what to show you. And so when you're comparing your life to someone else's that you see on the internet, it is 2% of what they're actually living. They're not telling you everything because they don't want to. It's like a resume. You're not going to say every other bad thing or not bad, not good thing. Like, it's a highlight reel. It's what they want you to see. I think I said this, like, I touched on this in regards to like free time in your schedule. When it comes to like planning things, take account of transit, especially if you live in a big city. Take account of the delays, take account of like accidents, take account of like if you miss a train by like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, make sure that you give yourself adequate buffer time so that way you're not stressed the heck out trying to get from place to place to place to place, especially for those like have multiple jobs, have, you know, going to multiple auditions in a day or doing whatever. Like, take account of the public transit if you take it, so that way you're not stressed about making that train or like running up and down the subway stairs and then all of a sudden you're falling and hurting yourself in the subway station. Tart cherry juice. I found that this year. Tart cherry juice. It's like the anti-inflammatory properties that it has. There's so much. If you're not allergic to cherry and if you like the taste of cherry, tart cherry juice, literally, it helps so much. One, it helps your muscles recover, but for me also a big thing is, especially during like the winter time or during like high wind times, I'm prone to cold sores on my lip, and the tart cherry juice, I got a cold sore, took it overnight, gone. May not work for everybody, but like tart cherry juice was like a big thing that I am continuing in 2025. It also just made my energy levels so much better, and it it made me feel more alive, I guess, which is cheesy to say, but tart cherry juice, if you haven't tried it, try it. And the last thing I'm going to say, because this is getting a little long, it's 8 minutes, oops. Your worth is not defined by the amount of traction that you receive on the internet. So likes, comments, views. Yeah, it's hard not to think about that stuff, especially as a content creator, like that's your job. But I think a lot of the times we get so stuck on like, oh my god, I've only got like 30 likes on this particular video, it must mean I suck, which is so not true. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for listening. This was a little long, but yeah, Happy New Year, and I love you all, and you all are very worthy, and I'm happy to live another day in your existence. Good night.